What's up, everybody? We are back. All my football heads out there, man. I hope you guys are good, man. I'm your boy Skills, Anthony, whatever you want to call me.
What's up, man? I'm David.
My boy Dave, my cousin. And, man, we're going to discuss some Portuguese. So the Portuguese League, the Champions League, just everything to do with Porto, Sporting, Benfica. Touch on a little bit of Braga, who's having a horrible season.
Yeah.
The Portuguese League and like Portuguese World Cup stuff, everything will happen here for that. But also, if you guys are just interested in us talking about Madrid, Barca, Lamine Yamal, Messi, Ronaldo, that always happens on the More A9 Skills channel where we just do football stuff every day, man. You guys know I drop football content there as much as possible. But on here, we want to strictly talk heavily about Sporting, Porto, Benfica, and Sporting Porto are in the next round of, because Porto went direct, right, UEFA?
Yes.
And then you guys are deep into the Champions League. Got a cool draw. We're going to talk about all that. But I want to touch, and I don't know about you, but this has kind of been a conversation of ours that we've been on the phone so much about, this Porto controversy.
Yeah.
Where I'll touch on the first one, you touch on the second one. I called my cousin last week. I was watching the Porto game because I had nothing to do. I was actually setting something up right here, so I just had the game on TV. And I was watching it, and there is a penalty for Porto. It's 1-0. And who were they playing? Was it Gil Vicente? It was Gil Vicente, I think.
No, it wasn't Gil Vicente. It was...
Let me pull it. I think it was Gil Vicente. I got it right here. I could just pull it up. I think it was Gil Vicente that game happened, right? Because the one that happened... Riav. Yeah, it was Riav. All right, so they're playing Riav. They're at the Porto Stadium, and Porto's winning 1-0. The guy comes in from the back. Limpo, guys. For me, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
And I call you, and I'm like, yo, how's that not a penalty? Like, I don't understand how they're not giving Porto this penalty. And the game was 1-0. And I think they were deserved a penalty in that game.
Right.
But then we fast forward a week.
I agree with you on that. The guy cleaned him. I mean, that's a penalty. Like, went to VAR and it didn't get called. That's crazy.
As a Benfica fan, I texted one of my Porto friends and I said, how? Like, what is this league? Right? Like, how is that not? That's a pen, right? As a Benfiquista, I could tell you when it is a pen and when it's not a pen, for no matter what the team is. And for Porto, that's a pen.
Yeah.
The game should have been a pen. That would have been 2-0. The game kind of would have been
cooked. Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah.
They would have won because they're at home at that point, 2-0, unless you're Benfica.
I think they were, were they at home?
They were at home, I think.
They were at home yesterday, too.
I think they played 2 back-to-back at home because now they go to Benfica.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're Benfica and you have Otamendi playing and you're Santa Clara, we could still lose that game if it was 2-0. Because we were winning 2-0, I think, against them. But Porto wasn't messed up. But we fast forward a week, happens again. But this time.
Yeah, that's not a penalty, bro. The problem is criteria of these referees are just all over the place. On that play, the ball gets...
So you're talking about the Aroca game?
The Aroca game, yes.
Okay, so if you guys don't know, Aroca, Porto was winning. The game was 0-0.
No, it was 1-1.
1-1?
Yeah, it was 1-1, and they called the penalty for Porto in the 88th minute.
Right. I wasn't watching this game, by the way, because this game I just didn't have time to watch. But I saw the score on Google, and it was 1-1. And then I saw that they got a penalty in the 91st minute, and then it just blew up on my time. Dude, my social media timeline was blown up. I'm talking about people from like England were commentating on this.
Right.
Like people all over were commentating. I saw one account, which is a football troll account. You saw on your social media too. I didn't even say it to you. You saw it. We're on the phone. You said it, and they said Porto's the Real Madrid of Spain, and they're a troll account.
Portugal,
of Portugal, the Real, but Porto's Real because the ref. That's how bad it was. We were on the phone. I told you, Dave. I said, I don't know, dude, because
Yeah, it's just hard to say with the way the criteria nowadays is with all these referees. But on that specific play, I mean, the ball gets hit. One of the other defenders, Aroca's defenders, hits the ball, bounces off of Fofana's legs.
Yes.
He goes for a shot. I just don't know what a defender is supposed to do in that situation.
Right.
In no way, shape, or form did he cross his leg across Fofana's.
Right.
So other than completely move, I don't know how a player is supposed to do anything in that situation. I mean, Fofana kicked him in the back of the leg.
Right.
Was there contact?
Right.
Yes, but who initiated the contact?
Right.
To me, it was Fofana who initiated the contact.
Right.
And I don't so much blame the referee on that one because the that happened so fast.
Right, that's bang play. That's why VAR's there.
That's what VAR's there for. So how is it going to VAR and then they still call it a penalty? It's just crazy.
So for me, this is what confuses me. Okay, so in the Porto one, it was given a penalty.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know I'm going to go back a little bit, but 2-3 years ago, Benfica versus Inter Milan. I'll never forget this. It was like quarterfinals or something for Benfica. They're playing really good against Inter Milan. and Gonçalo Ramos gets taken out with the same thing where they collide foots, no pen is given. Benfica goes out of the Champions League. It happened with David Neres a few years later where they collided foots. And even this year, Antonio Silva's running and the defender steps in front of Antonio Silva. They collide feet. Antonio Silva, Benfica asks for a pen. They didn't get the pen. So what's a penalty? What's not a penalty? I'll give you one more quick example. Benfica Real Madrid this week. Right. I believe it's Barreiro in the middle of the field. He intercepts a ball from Camavinga or Chouamani, and it's a 3-on-2, but the ref blows a whistle because when he cut the ball through Camavinga Chouamani's legs. Yeah. But because there was slight contact, it was called a foul.
Right.
So I've just gave you 4 different examples where it's different with every ref. So I don't understand anymore, especially in the Portuguese league, because these happen consistently.
It's always it's different every week.
Every week,
which is why
exactly
these teams come out and complain about how the referees are giving it, because it's every week. It's something new. Like it's not consistently called.
Right.
So it just affects. I mean, whether it's a penalty or not, to me, it's not a penalty. There's a lot of people out there that are going to say it's a penalty because there was definitely contact.
The foot, he hits the foot. I showed you an angle where you see the foot being completely
definitely hits
hit.
the foot.
Yes.
I didn't watch the game personally. I was at work.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to watch their game or Sporting's game. I did watch the extended highlights at night on the Portuguese channel, where it shows pretty much every play in the game. And I think Fofana is the one who initiates contact with it. But again, that's not the referee.
Right.
Like in that situation, the referee's looking at the guy. He sees the guy flying in the air, and there's definitely contact. There's no, but the VAR needs to intervene, dude. Well, so it brings me to the point, which I got a question for you and see what you think about this. To me, the best league that's reffed, and they make mistakes also, but it's the English league.
For me, it's a league that, yes, the refs do a bad job at times.
Yes,
but it's the one that is legitimately the most consistent.
Most consistent, yeah.
For example,
human error.
For example, this Arsenal stuff in the box, real quick. Like we can kind of touch on this. For me, they were calling it for Arsenal where like they weren't calling against Arsenal. Everybody's in the box. Guess what? Every team is doing it now, and they're not calling it.
Yeah.
So they're consistent across every team,
right?
And they're making sure that everyone is getting the same treatment. And I feel like in the Portuguese league, unintentionally, because I'm not going to say it's corruption or someone's paying referees or Porto's corrupt or Sporting. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that.
Well, there's been calls for Sporting this year. I mean, in the Taça game.
Exactly.
In the Taça game, they called the corner kick, and it was a clear.
Against Benfica?
No, against Santa Clara.
Oh, yeah. That game was very controversial.
Yeah, because it was 100%.
Right. And they eliminated Santa Clara.
Yeah, goal kick.
Yeah, and they gave a corner.
And they gave him a corner, and they score off the corner.
And they score off the corner. And it eliminates them from the Taça de Portugal.
It's not pointing it at Porto in any way, shape, or form.
We just need some type of consistency. And this is what I don't like. And I don't know if you guys agree with me or disagree, but I don't like, because here's the thing, bro. This game is more, how do I say this, bro? First of all, I want to make this very clear. I believe Porto's rightfully in first place. I believe Porto has been the best team over all 3 teams. I don't care. They've been the most consistent. Now with Samu being missing is different because they look different. But I think that they've been the most consistent. Why? They haven't lost to Sporting. They haven't lost to Benfica. And they won their small games.
Right.
So for me, they've been the most consistent. With that being said, this game
should have been a tie.
Not just that.
Well, I mean, it could have been. Porto could have scored somewhere else, but there shouldn't have been a penalty.
But not just that. That first goal is not a goal. The guy's offside.
The guy's offside.
You can come with the lines all you want. That's offside.
Yeah.
If you put this clip up, and I don't know if Chris, when you're editing this, if you see it, if you can grab it anywhere on social media, you will see this clip. This clip, guys, he's offside, and they're saying he's 6 centimeters onside.
Yeah.
But he looks completely offside. Yeah. And you're in one of the most expensive stadiums in Portugal. There's got to be better angles.
Well, 100%. I mean, I don't know if you remember last year when there was another game. I keep bringing up Sporting, guys. I'm sorry. It's the game that I watched the most.
Because you're gonna bring up the one that's really important. Yes. The stadium that's a cheaper stadium. They don't have the cameras.
It's a junked stadium, and there was an offside called or an offside not called for Sporting. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yep.
I think it was an offside that they say he was offside, but the camera angle that they
You
had
guys
from
scored
there.
off of it.
Yes.
Yes.
But they gave him the goal.
Right. But everyone thought it was offside, but they said there's not enough cameras in that stadium.
Yeah, so the camera was mounted on a light post.
Yep.
On the corner of the thing.
Yep.
So in a stadium like that, it's understandable to have situations like that happen.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's right, but again, they're not.
But even last year, we had the conversation on the phone when that game ended because you were like, how is that Sporting's fault? And you're right. It's not Sporting's fault. What should happen there is the league should say, yo, we have to fund this. Benfica, Porto, Sporting, you guys make the most money. All the teams that are coming, you guys have to pitch the most because y'all make the most.
Yeah.
We got to get this right for every stadium. If you guys want consistency in this league, we need cameras in all the same spots in every stadium.
Right. Yeah, because it's not. And that's the thing is, like, all the people that were blowing Sporting up obviously were Benfiquistas and Portistas in that game.
Yeah.
They played in the same stadium.
Yeah.
So if that situation would have happened, it would have been the same exact call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Because like I said, it's so different each week.
And I also believe with the camera stuff, I know, and we'll touch on this in a little bit, there should be mics everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of mics out already.
But they should have more.
Yeah.
Where some games they catch players, some games they don't catch players, because then we would know the Vinny and Prastina, we would know instantly, and there would be a ban or there wouldn't be a ban, and we would know instantly.
Yeah.
If there was better mics and stuff. But that's neither here. The cameras need to be set up correctly. But either way, you're in Porto Stadium.
He's off.
One of the most expensive stadiums. For me, this is an offside call. The guy's offside.
Yeah.
Most Porto players are saying they believe most fans are saying he's offside. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to say that Porto couldn't go on to win that game because the goal was at the first minute, but that completely changes the way that game's played. And then the penalty, for me, I'm right here in front of you right now. I don't know, dude. I legitimately can't tell you if it's a penalty or not. I mean,
I personally don't think it's a penalty. Like I said, he initiated the contact.
Yeah. I think in modern football, with how soft football is, every contact is a foul. That's probably going to lean towards that being a penalty for me, but it's not consistent across the board because people are touching that box all the time. And here's my question to you. If that contact is enough to give a penalty, how was the contact in the Porto Sporting game a few weeks ago where Maxi kind of pulls back one of the Porto players with his arm? How is that not enough contact? You get what I'm saying to you? If like that little bit of contact is enough, then how come every arm pull is not enough contact?
Yeah, I mean, there was one in the first Sporting Porto game in the first Volta that the left back pulls Jenny Thumb just completely down
with the arm.
And both arms,
and they don't call that arm contact, and that's what I'm saying. If that's enough contact with Fofana, by the way, Fofana's now giving Porto 6 points.
Yeah,
great signing.
Yeah,
because I think he scored the goal. I think he scored the goal against you guys.
Yeah, so
which tied
it was tied 1.
Okay, but that was a huge point. That was pretty much 3 points for them because they were losing.
No, they were winning.
You guys tied at the end.
Yeah, we tied it.
Okay, but that was still huge points because it's pretty much a win for them.
Yeah.
And then this one again saved them. So Fofana, what a signing already, bro. Bailed them out 2 games. But
that's not a penalty, dude. I mean, even like
we just got to get the context right. Just help me understand it.
I think there needs to be. They keep putting these old. I don't even know who runs. I mean, we hear the names on TV of the VARs. I think a VAR should be like a retired referee that was good because you don't have to be there.
You want me to be honest with you? I think that the VAR should be someone that wasn't on the field.
When you mean
like go to school.
That's what I'm saying.
Go to schooling. It's different schooling. I don't think you should be an ex-referee because I think that impacts
the way you look at things,
the way you look at game, and not only that, impacts the way you look at teams.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think a VAR should be trained outside and it be like one specific like criteria that needs to be taught across the thing? Because there's problems in UEFA too. I think you go get referees from England or people from England or people from Spain and get anyone that's certified or that old
through
guy
schooling.
From the Italian guy
with the eyes.
Yeah,
I think but he's doing stuff with UEFA. I think he's the leading referee of UEFA. You know that, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, can you have him set up a class for like a VAR?
Like have like some schooling, because what I think, Dave, this is what I think, and I don't know how you guys view this, but let me tell you something. The incident between Prestiani and Vinicius Jr.
Yeah,
that incident could make the referee hate Benfica forever.
Yeah, and
that guy could go on the rest of his career being like, man, they put me in such a bad situation this game.
Yeah, you don't definitely don't want to get him.
I don't want anything to do with Benfica again. Now you have a bad taste in your mouth towards Benfica. So even if you're a VAR, you get what I'm saying? Even if you're a VAR 15 years later and you've had this bad experience with this team, are you really gonna pitar the game the right way for them? So I always view that because we're humans, dude. And you're telling me if Vinicius Jr. is on the field, I'm just bringing up an example. Like just different player. If Mbappe, the different player. If Lamine Yamal is on the field and he's consistently yelling at a referee,
but.
And the referee starts, eventually you're going to get a bad taste towards this player and this team.
You mean like Bruno
Fernandes?
Yeah, he's always yelling at a referee because people are always talking about.
Okay, and eventually you're going to treat them a little bit different.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying to you, man. So I wonder, like, if some of these refs that are behind the thing, it's not even that they like Porto more, or like Sporting more, or they're
just don't think they know what they're doing.
Either they don't know what they're doing or they've had like a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? Everyone sees football different. I'm going to tell you something, Dave. I think that the VAR should be like the NFL.
Challenge it.
No, I think the VAR gets called down by the league calls.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question because I didn't see any of that game. Did you watch any of it?
Which one?
The Porto?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Did it go to VAR?
The penalty?
Yeah.
I think it did.
Okay. Don't quote, like, again, guys, I didn't watch it. He didn't watch it.
I think it went to VAR. I think it went to VAR.
My question is...
No, so VAR accepted it. He didn't go look at the screen. The ref pitó penalt, and I think it was a penalt. So
VAR didn't call it down.
VAR didn't call for him to go look at the screen.
Okay,
I don't think.
All right, yeah, if he went to,
I don't think.
See, that's the problem. And like I said, I watched the extended replays. So I don't know if it actually went to VAR, like where the guy stopped, listened to the guy on his.
I think he talked to him on the radio.
Okay, so if the VAR,
all things have to be talked to on the radio.
If the VAR called down to him,
but here's the question: okay, so every play is talked about over the mic. What's considered going to VAR when you go to the screen?
I would think that, yeah.
So no, I don't believe he goes to the screen because they just accepted his call. So they say, okay, he called the penalty. Boom, he instantly called it, by the way.
Yeah.
Because, again, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. From the ref's angle, it's a penalty.
100%.
The ref probably saw the penalty.
That's why I'm trying to tell you. It's VAR's fault.
The ref, from that angle, the ref is most likely. Because right when it happens, the ref will pitar, and I remember Porto players come running from behind screaming it's a penalty. So boom, instantly he calls a penalty, and then I guess the guy's over the thing because I don't think he goes to the screen, goes a penalty. Go ahead with your call. But I don't like that it's a ref. I think it should be the same office, same people in the office, all games.
Well, I think that if it's a ref, if they're going to use a ref, it should be a ref from a different country. They're paying the guy.
Yeah.
They're essentially watching the game on TV.
Yeah, but Dave, don't you think what about if it was like you're in a league, you're in a league office. You're just in an office.
Yeah.
President's there, people are there, like they're there. So when it's a mistake, it's the league's mistake. Like it comes from that building, like there and the building. And after the game, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Bro, you're gonna laugh at me. I would rather see instead of Roy coming to talk and Mourinho and Porto's coach, whatever his name is, instead of them coming to talk, bring the referee. Let me hear the referee talk after the game.
Well, that's been a topic. I mean, I don't know.
Let me get press conferences of the ref, Dave.
I don't know about I don't know how it is in the other leagues, but I know that that's been a big thing in Portugal, that the teams want the VAR audio released.
Just bring them after the game
hear.
And let the media go, what did you see?
Yeah.
And let this guy explain himself.
Yeah, they won't ever do that, but I do think that they should release the VAR audio.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear what that VAR saw on that play that he considered it to be a penalty.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Let's not say that it's always like that, but last week I want to know why it wasn't a penalty.
For Porto?
For Porto.
Absolutely. Dave, I called you and said that's a penalty for Porto, bro. I don't understand. Because I watch football to watch football, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want my team to win off corruption, off a call, back call. I want my team to win because it's the better team.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the campeonato you guys won with the Kawats headers and all that under Ruben Amorim. Y'all were the better team.
Yeah,
y'all were by far the better team. Period. Yeah. Right? I can say that right now. I believe Porto is in first place, rightfully so, because nobody has beat them.
It is, but like in my opinion, again, this is my opinion. It seems like the 50-50 calls this year
go their way.
Are all going Porto's way.
Yeah.
It's not happening in all the other games. Again, Sporting, Benfica, and Porto are probably the teams that are most favored in any games
Always,
in Portugal.
always.
They're the money.
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
I mean, you go to a game in one of those small games.
I told you on the phone after the game, as a Benfiquista, I'm telling you, they did this. Now they can rob Porto against Benfica to make the Campeonato exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the 50-50 calls of this year, especially, and I'm not going to say it didn't go for Sporting with the years that they won the Campeonato.
The year Benfica won the Campeonato with Roger, they played better ball. 50-50 went our way. The year you guys played with Ruben Amorim, 50-50 calls went your way. Let me explain something to you, bro. When you're the better team and you're constantly
50-50 are going to go your way
because you're constantly creating opportunities.
Yeah.
For Benfica, the 50-50 is going against them. You know why? Because they're giving so many small teams opportunities to give 50-50s.
Yeah.
And this is what I always told my dad. I used to say this since I was a kid, bro. If you want to win the Portuguese league, be better than referees.
Yeah.
And if you play football, under Jorge Jesus, we played such good ball, they couldn't rob us, David.
Yeah.
People are like, people go, oh, go look at the emails. Benfica got help. Benfica were the better teams during those times, David. Every Sportingista, every Portista can admit that.
Yeah.
They were the better teams. Even the year where Jorge Jesus falls to his knees, Benfica was better than Porto that year.
Yeah.
Benfica played, under Jorge Jesus with Saviola and Marin, Benfica played ball.
Well, Sporting was playing ball with
Under Ruben Amorim. With Jorge Jesus.
With Jorge Jesus.
Absolutely. And you guys were playing ball, but you lost the camp off the dumbest thing, bro.
Yeah, it was stupid.
But you guys, let me say something. That Campeonato, for the older heads back then, if you guys don't know, Jorge Jesus left Benfica, went to Sporting. That Campeonato was lost
because of the mouth.
Jorge Jesus' mouth.
Yeah.
Because if Jorge Jesus shuts up and lets his team play, Benfica only played good under Roy Vitória because he talked smack about Jonas and stuff. Those players played with Raiba. They were like, let's get this guy, bro. He thinks he made us good. He's saying this is his team, boom, boom, let's get him. Yeah. If he was quiet, Sporting was going to run that Campeonato easy.
Yeah.
Easily they would have ran away with that Campeonato. So for me, every year, 50-50 calls go whatever
way.
Yeah,
but
because
this year it seems like it's going
Porto's way. It feels like it's going Porto's way in a few
like
games.
it. I mean,
but the game before, that call didn't go their way. So again, like I said,
and I can't talk on all the Porto games because I haven't watched all the 100%,
100%.
So, like you guys out there that are Porto fans, understand that I'm just talking about the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I will tell you this as a Portuguese person, as a proud Portuguese person, as someone who loves this Campeonato, someone that I'm such a Benfiquista that for 3 days after the thing happened with Vinny, I was sad, bro. You say I was devastated, bro. I was so sad because I know what my equipa is, what my equipa stands for, and that's just not it, bro. And I was just sad that my team was being slayed all over the internet, all over the world for something that they're just not. I mean, but regardless, I love this league, and I can tell you it's top 2 worst refereed leagues in the world. I don't care.
I agree with you.
Top 2. It's horrible. Like I know Barca and Madrid fans always say stuff about the refs, and you guys rightfully can say stuff about the refs. I understand why you guys say
watch a few weeks of the Portuguese.
The Portuguese bad guys, and I don't even know if it's corruption or if they just don't know what they're doing. And
that's what I'm saying. I think that every referee should go through a class, dude. I'm dead.
Me too. I don't care if you. I don't care. There should be classes. There should whatever. Bro.
Like you can't be a referee unless you attend these things because you guys need to be consistent on your.
I've said this so much, bro, and I used to say it.
What drives me crazy too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't.
No. Please.
Because it just popped in my head. The president of the Portuguese league is a ex-referee.
I know, and
I hated that guy.
And but I will say this: that guy fits every mundial, that guy got invited to all the major.
How are you making so many mistakes when your president is an ex-referee?
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be acceptable to him.
No.
When he's watching these games, like it shouldn't be acceptable to him to have so much talk about refereeing.
If you feel the referee did a good job, come on TV. And say it, bro. Be like, yo, our referee did a good job. You guys know what you're watching.
Yeah.
If you're standing beside you, just say when they did. I said this on my stream for a long time. And people always make fun of me, man. But I'm gonna say it again, dude. I think there should be relegation for referees.
Well, I think they have like this thing where they do put them playing in like the second or like
right. But hear me out, David. What if there was when you?
I think there should be a point system like there is for teams.
When you go to the ball and the record, all these websites to look. When you pull up you can pull up the referee. And it has who's in first place and stuff like that. I think the top 3 guys should get bonuses and go to UEFA's or whatever when they invite people. And I think that there should be 5 people go down and 5 people come up. And I think that your money should be if you get paid whatever should be on the line based off where you are on this table. Because I think you should get points. If you do a good game, you get 3 points. If you do a bad game, you get negative points. And I think there should be a point system, bro. And you should be able to go there weekly to look. And I think that at the end of the year, there should be a ref of the year, a VAR of the year, and awards should be given out. And they should treat them like players. And I guarantee you, Dave, referees will take this stuff way more seriously, Dave.
It probably will. This is like This is like a side gig for most of those guys.
Some of them, yeah, I don't even think they get paid, right?
Well, they get paid, but
it's not
like
a lot.
they have to have like a regular job during the week. It's not like
a bunch of money.
Yeah. So, but again, like we're talking about our league right now, but I'm gonna transition this into something else. Like I watched the Benfica game. I did not want Benfica to go out
to Madrid.
To Madrid.
Yeah,
the refereeing in those two games were terrible.
It was very hard refereeing, bro.
It wasn't very hard. It was terrible.
I don't want to blame the refs so much in the game. I want to blame UEFA because I think, first of all, just to touch on this, because obviously we have to talk about, I'm a Benfica, so we have to touch on this. That whole situation just made me feel horrible. I don't know whether Vinny actually heard it, didn't hear it. I don't know if the kid said it, he didn't say it. I think that the internet and everyone blew it up where it shouldn't have went. And where it went to was a Benfica versus Madrid thing. And it should have been Plastini, Vinny's case, and it should have been about them.
Well, the whole thing is like, if a player said something that was inappropriate, it doesn't reflect on Benfica.
No.
How many people in like normal world jobs say something inappropriate and get fired?
Well, Dave, my closest example of this, and no way, shape, or form is this equal to racism in any way, shape, or form. But do you remember when that CEO got caught cheating?
Yeah.
And it blew up all over the internet? Yeah. And he had to step down.
Yeah.
He was a bad representation of that company.
Right, so but it wasn't the company.
But he stepped down. So everyone left the company. No, he was everywhere, stepped down. If Prastiani said it, whatever, then he needs to step down. Ricardo needs to deal with him and think. And right now, it's between two players. Like,
but the fact that what I'm saying is like, people are saying that Benfica is a racist club.
Yeah, no.
And like I said, what one person does
doesn't represent a whole thing.
Doesn't represent an entire
it's
team.
like I told Ray, the best way I can explain it is this, man.
And again, this is allegedly because nobody knows what was said.
Yeah, and I'm glad we transitioned this because I want to talk about my club in a second, but I just want to say this, and this is how I explain it to my wife. Let's say I work at Walmart, and I'm at Walmart and I'm working, and there's a customer outside, and the customer goes inside and goes, "Hey, that employee said this to me."
Yeah.
Most likely the workers are going to be like, let's look at film, but they're going to probably side with me because they're with me every day.
Right.
Right. They know me as a person.
Right.
So Benfica's going to side with their guy because, like, well, we're with this guy every day and he's around everybody and he doesn't do this type of stuff.
Right.
So they're instantly going to side with him and they're going to try to do their investigation. They're going to try to defend their guy. You can't just always jump to it. But for me, don't know why Vinny wouldn't make that up. I think Vinny did hear it. But regardless, I just want that UEFA to deal with it however it needs to be dealt with. And I don't want my team being dragged through the mud because of something a kid did and a stupid person did if he did do it. Now, with that being said, I can't stand the way my club is handling situations because as you were talking about the refereeing and stuff, every single call Benfica fans are mad at Vinny for the way he ran to the ref and like snitched and stuff.
Yeah.
Benfica runs to the internet every time there's a foul in a Sporting or a Porto game and snitches.
Yeah.
Benfica runs with videos, Ricosta's doing this and coming out and talking. I don't know what's happened to my Benfica, bro. The way they came out instantly and the way the statements they put out against Vinny, none of it made sense. They're running, and I'm not just talking about the Vinny situation. I'm talking about the refs because again, the Porto penalty. They were the first team to put a video like penalty given to them, giving them points, saving them.
Yeah.
You're 7 points behind the Porto because of you.
Yeah.
Not because of a referee, dog.
Yeah.
Because Otamendi did a bad diving header against Santa Clara.
Right.
Because Otamendi against Real Madrid gives them a goal.
I mean, that was terrible. I mean, we'll touch on that game.
But I'm just saying, like,
I think
this is why we're behind. And I can't stand the way Benfica consistently, the Portuguese league has got the teams in such a place, Dave, where they always feel like they're under attack by the media. All three teams.
Yeah.
That they always feel like we have to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
So when the Vinny stuff happened, Benfica was like, gotta defend ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to defend yourself, bro.
No.
Prastiani has to defend himself. You don't have to defend yourself. You didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They handled that situation poorly.
So wrong. And then to be like, oh, but our legend is Eusebio. What does that have anything to do with this, bro? Like, come on. Benfiquistas, people from Portugal, Sportingistas, Portistas, they know Benfica's not that.
Yeah.
They know Benfica's always, Benfica, Sport, and Porto have always represented Portugal well. If a fan is in the stadium doing something weird, that's a fan.
Yeah.
These teams have always represented themselves well. They've always been in big competitions.
Well, like as an outsider, because I mean, I don't like to see this in anything.
Yeah.
But I think the first thing Rui Costa should have done after that whole incident is told Mourinho, "You're not talking."
Absolutely not. What are you going to talk for? This guy's in the heat of the battle. They just lost the game. First of all, let me explain this to you. If this ever happens in the game again, the game should end.
Yes.
Because the next 40 minutes of that game were the stupidest thing I've ever watched. Everyone was wondering what happened. How could this guy get treated like this? Why is this game still going on? The game should have ended. There should be a protocol in place where the ref's like, hey, man, we're not going on with this. This is over. We're leaving. UEFA's going to deal with it. Maybe you get your 3 points. Maybe you don't get your 3 points. This is done.
Finish the game at another time
This
in
is
a closed
over.
stadium.
In a closed stadium. This is ending in a different way. If you're, Vinny, are you sure he said it? He said it. The game's over. Yeah. Are you sure? Because you guys are closing. This game's ending in a closed stadium. It's over. We're out of here. And they leave and they play it in a closed stadium with no fans and finish the game off. And honestly, the game, the suspension should happen and then the game takes place, right? Because that's how it should take place, but it didn't. And again, you're right. Mourinho
shouldn't have talked.
Mourinho should, if anything,
Rui Costa should have talked.
Exactly. Rui Costa
and
should
there
have
should never have been anything mentioned. Again, when you put Mourinho in that situation,
right?
He's first of all just lost this game,
right? And Mourinho's a sore loser. This guy always tries to blame everything except for himself.
Sore loser. He goes. Secondly, he's furious because Camavinga should have gotten a yellow card.
True.
Chouamani should have gotten a yellow
card. In
that
game, he should have. Yeah.
Valverde should have gotten a red card.
Yeah.
So
for the punch.
Yeah. So the guy is pissed he lost.
Yeah.
Upset. He got a red card.
Yeah.
You saw how he talked to the referee.
Yeah. He was very mad about that
because of these situations. His players being called a racist.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what was said.
Yeah. Only those two players know.
Only those two players know what was said,
man.
And then you put him in front of a place.
Yeah.
In front of an entire media. I mean, he looked like he was drained. And you just hit him with questions and stupid answers.
And to be honest, they've not even to talk about that, but why is he got a red card? Why is he allowed to go talk? Players not to talk after a red card.
It's not. I mean, it shouldn't be. But
so why is he going to talk?
What should have happened, in my opinion, is Rui Costa should have came down. And said, "Look, we're going to investigate the situation.
Yeah. We want
to know what happened.
And listen, if Vinny heard or thinks he heard, we want to apologize to him. But before we say it, we need to do our investigation. But whatever he thinks he heard, we want to apologize and we just want to do our investigation first. Right. And I'm not saying you're apologizing because you're admitting. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But it's just like he could have overheard something in the stadium.
He didn't even need to apologize, dude. He could have just been like, "Look, man, we're gonna do our internal investigation on this, and nobody's talking today."
And that really,
you know what I mean?
And that should have been it.
It should have been it. And
again, it's but to take that whole scenario out of that game.
Yeah.
One, to touch on, Benfica was playing a very good game that first game. Benfica played very well. They were moving the ball well. Vinicius Jr. scores
banger.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he
10 out of 10 goal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, bro. It's phenomenal. And that's what the game should have ended with. The conversation should have been only about that after the game because it was a beautiful goal. Do I think Benfica would have tied that game without all that stuff? Yes. Do I think Valverde punches him and should have been suspended? Yes. Yeah. Do I think Camavinga or Chouamani should have seen a yellow card in the game? Absolutely. Chouamani steps on the guy and kicks him on the way down.
That was Camavinga, I think.
Camavinga.
Yeah,
and Chouamani did a few fouls that.
Well, in the first game, dude. I mean, it not even like the step, but I watched the first game and it was
a lot of fouls.
Like one after another. There was like 6, 7 counter.
Well, just to even because we touched on the Porto game. Did you see, I don't know if you remember, but Rudiger has an entrada in that game where he cuts the ball in the box on Pavlidis, but men limpo Pavlidis. He gets Pavlidis completely.
But he got the ball.
But he did get the ball first.
Yeah, the problem is the guy
it a penalty? Is it not a penalty? Because the same thing as
the guy with Porto didn't touch the ball though.
No. But I'm just saying.
But I get what you're saying. It's
another one where it's a bang bang. But at the end of the day, okay, so Benfica had a chance. So let's move on from that, right?
Yeah.
Second leg happens. And then this is where my frustration kicks. Do you want to talk about Sporting or Benfica first? Because
Benfica first.
Okay, because my gosh, man, I want to say this, and I'm someone who covers Madrid a lot. This is the most beatable Madrid team I've ever seen Benfica go up against.
I think they're the most vulnerable.
They're the most beatable, and there's no Mbappe on the field.
On the second leg.
On the second leg, the Real Madrid stadium is silent. The fans aren't.
You could hear Benfica fans chanting.
They were booing Vinicius Jr. in his own stadium. Vinny's never been booed in his own. They were booing him in his own stadium, bro.
I don't know if it was them or if it was the Benfica guys.
No, it was the Benfica. No, it was the Benfica fans booing.
But you could hear it.
You could hear it, and the Real Madrid fans weren't even doing that.
At one point, I heard the chants for Benfica. Guys,
I'm gonna say this like this. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all, Madrid fans. If you watch this, listen to me very carefully. Madrid fans were messaging me, and I was seeing all over the internet. Benfica does not know what they're walking into this upcoming weekend. I called my cousin. My words, they don't know that we go to Porto every year.
Yeah.
Walking into Porto, walking into Guimarães.
Yeah.
These are stadiums that are scary, bro.
I've been to Guimarães Stadium.
You were at Guimarães with your entire family when they started throwing chairs.
They broke all the chairs and were throwing them at the players.
Me and my dad, his mom was like, "Hi, Mosu, we have to get out of here."
Yeah, my mom was scared.
Dude, Dave was chilling.
I was ready.
Dave and his dad were like, "Yo, we here, bro. It is what it is." My dad, I'll never forget, man. I was on the couch. I'll never forget this day, bro. I'm on the couch. My dad watching the game. My dad looks at me and goes, "Apa, o David tá fudido."
Yeah.
Because he knew you were in the stadium.
Yeah, but it was across on the other side. It was on the other side of the stadium.
They were throwing chairs. And I told
we
David,
had to leave early, though. Even the cab driver we had was like, "Hey, man, you guys got to leave. There's like 5 minutes left."
It gets bad here.
It gets bad.
Guimarães is a very scary stadium, man.
Yeah.
It's they get very crunk in there. And Porto stadiums are scary, bro. Listen, guys, true story, man. My I'm gonna say the word in Portuguese because you never know what they'd be censoring. But my dad, we were in Portugal. I was very young, and my dad turns to grandpa when he was alive and goes, "Epa, I'm gonna take them to a Benfica Porto game." And my grandpa goes, "No, you're not." My dad goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the Mossos." My grandpa was like, "No, you're not. And if you are, you're taking my pistola."
Yeah.
And my dad said, "What? To go to a game?" He goes, "Mosu, like, this is not serious. This is serious." And this was back in like 2000, 2001. So I was so young. And my dad was like, "You can." His dad told him, "You can go to the game. The Mossos aren't going."
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "What?"
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But he knew, Dave.
Yeah, he tried to pull that with me too.
And you still went?
Yeah, me and my dad went to the Porto Sporting game at the old Estádio das Antas.
Yeah, was it crunk?
2 times. Yeah, it was good times. But they are a little bit crazy.
They get wild in there, bro. So I told people, I
had this huge flag. My dad bought me on a stick. And, like we're walking up to the stadium and the Porto fans are just laying into me and my dad.
Really?
Telling us we can't take the stick in and this and that. And my dad gets all pissed off and he turns to one of the guys and he goes, "Hey, tu és polícia?" And the guy's like, "Oh, no, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop." And he's like, "Well, then shut up."
Really?
He's like, "If you keep talking, I'm going to hit you with the damn pop."
But is it? Would you say it's worse than like a Skins Philly game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, way worse.
Oh yeah.
Because Philly fans get crazy, yo.
I'm not gonna even lie to you, dude. My dad's brother got us the tickets. I don't know where the hell he got us the tickets, but he definitely put us in the middle of all the Portistas. So it was a little bit sketch. My dad's brother was like, we bought him a scarf outside because he's a Portuguese too.
Hide that, bro.
He was hiding it in his jacket as we're all in the middle of the.
I'm telling you, that's why I try people like, yo, and I was like, guys, Benfica players are not. They go to Porto, dude.
Yeah,
Porto's not a place where you go.
Or Sporting Benfica. Like,
Sporting Benfica, yeah, these games are crazy.
There's a reason there's a cage. Like, I don't know if y'all know this, like Real Madrid and all those fans. You do realize that when you go to Benfica Stadium as a Sportingista, you're in a cage.
Yeah, they put you can't move to the left
around.
And not only that, listen how petty these teams are. When you guys played Porto a few weeks ago, they put soundproofing noise behind this
so you couldn't hear.
So you couldn't hear the Sporting fans, so it wouldn't echo off the stadium, bro. These teams are crazy, bro. They're nuts over there.
It's up there, dude.
Yes.
I think the craziest fans are probably Turkish.
Oh my goodness, those stadiums.
The
stadiums that get the loudest, just great environments, Turkish and Argentina, bro. Those River games, those games are crazy. But it's certain stadiums. So I wasn't worried about that. But Benfica, the stadium was quiet. Benfica was playing. This is my problem, lads. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Benfica, whatever, and this is my honest opinion of this. Benfica went into that game to not lose. They went into that game to just get through. Hey, let's not lose bad to Real Madrid. And then that way, give these boys confidence for the rest. Because I'm gonna tell you why, David. It's the 80th minute. We haven't made a substitution. We need to go.
Yeah.
We need to go. On top of that, Sudakov, who's played the whole year before Rafa, doesn't touch the field.
Right.
You never put in Luka Bacchio. He's winger. You don't have Prestiani. You never put him into the game.
Yeah.
You put in Ivanovic, who doesn't even touch the field. A 17-year-old kid is playing over him in the league.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even come onto the field in the league. You're putting in a 17-year-old kid. But he's classified to play against Real Madrid.
Yeah. There was definitely some iffy. Again, I don't know who made the call on the substitutions. If it was I would have to think that Mourinho has some sort of touch
Absolutely,
with the thing,
absolutely.
but I mean, those substitutions were definitely weird substitutions in my mind.
I understand Rafa not coming off because he was our best player, so
but you
Sudakov
could
never.
again, but again,
You needed a goal. Why not pull up
needed 2
Baredu,
goals.
Arsenal? You need 2 goals at that point. You need one at a time too. Why not pull up Baredu, Arsenal first, Sudakov,
go for it.
and go for it?
If you lose to Real Madrid 3-1
or 8-1, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah,
so to me, it just really makes me upset that Benfica didn't play for it against Real Madrid in the second game. And that makes me sad because there was a massive opportunity. Not only that, I've been telling Benfiquista, I've been telling you, Otamendi should not play for Benfica no more because in a month, Otamendi gives you 3 good games.
Yeah.
But the 3 good games he gives you against trash teams.
Yeah.
And then the game where you need him, he makes massive mistakes. Santa Clara, diving header, 3 points right there. There's another game where he lost 3 points. That's 6 points. And then against Real Madrid, he tries to do a pass as a 30-something-year-old guy who's won a World Cup. You're constantly pointing at it, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to pass the ball back into the middle of the field in a terrible place and allow Real Madrid to tie the game. You have no Mbappe. All the stuff, all the controversy that's going on. You just scored a goal in their house 1-0. And 2 minutes later, Otamendi makes a pass that lets them tie the game in 2 minutes, David. You know the pressure you were going to put on this team and you're going to be able to catch them on the counter?
Yeah, I mean, they would have. To me, that was the deciding moment in the game.
That was it.
It was a terrible, terrible pass. I called you right after it happened because fortunately that day I was able to watch the game at home, and I actually watched the game, and that pass was awful. Dude.
Horrible pass.
Awful. And I'll tell you another one. It was called offside, but I swear I saw one of those mine guys trying to grab the ball off the ground.
I called you, dude.
I had already seen it.
His dad likes that guy. Your dad tells me about
Turbine, man. I mean, he looked like he was
moving.
moving in slow motion to get that ball, dude. There's no reason that I think it was Goulet, right?
Yep.
That scored.
Yeah, Goulet should have got to that ball first.
There is no reason, man. He was like,
he can knock it down quick. I tell people all the time. For me, I don't know why Vlaco Dimos ever left Benfica for this guy. I think Vlaco Dimos was a better goalkeeper, man. I do not like Turbine. I do not like Otamendi. I do not like Prestiani. I told you. I'm not going to say I don't like Prestiani after all this stuff because if it's real, whatever. But I don't think Prestiani and Schürrle are starting wingers for Benfica, although Schürrle had a crazy game, both games against Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's been
all
playing
3,
well.
to be honest. He played really, really well. Rafa was very, very good in this game. I have nothing to say about him. He hit the post, whatever. He was really, really good. Arsenis played good. But at the end of the day, Rios pretty much goes 90 minutes. He's coming back off an injury, doesn't even play. Sudakov doesn't touch the field. You never put anything in offensively for us.
It wasn't only in the 90 minutes, dude. Rios got a yellow card. I actually thought Rios might have gotten a red.
Could have get a red.
Could have gotten a red
because he got a yellow pretty early.
Got a yellow pretty early, and and like the position he was playing, you have to do faltas.
They never ever went for it, man. And it really makes me sad as a Benfiquista. You know, you spend all this money on all these players, bro, and you don't put them out there, bro. Luka Bacchio is our best one-on-one player.
Yeah,
and he just didn't touch the field in the second leg.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man. I mean, there was a lot of mistakes made in that game.
You put a 17-year-old kid in the style to lose 3 games in a row, scoring goals.
Scores.
Every time he comes in, he scores. You need a goal. You don't put him in against Real Madrid. Yeah. I guess the moment was too big for him, but we're going out either way. So to me, Dave,
I mean, I think you let him in just to give him some
confidence, something.
Well, not confidence, but just like you lose.
Yeah,
but you're playing in Real Madrid stadium.
And not only that, it's your guy. If that's your guy that you're subbing in the Portuguese league to find you goals, then put him in again. Yeah. That's your guy now. It's not Ivanovic. You made that decision already. It's not him. So I just hate the way Benfica is being ran from the top to the bottom, David. I don't like it, man, because we played Real Madrid. First of all, the fans were phenomenal in there. Benfica fans were loud. They were. Yeah. It was a great time. If I could go back in time, I'll tell you like this as a Benfiquista. If I could go back in time and take that Turbine header away, I would. I told you this on the phone.
Yeah,
I would take it away. Because the watching Benfica and what happened with the Vinny stuff, I would just take us going out and we're out of the Champions League. And I just wish that stuff never happened, bro.
Right.
I wish none of that ever took place. But then whatever had happened and we're into the second game and Benfica comes out and plays like that is just very, very sad.
Well,
and
they were playing well in the beginning.
The first time. And then, like I said,
the first 15 minutes.
They played really well.
They were playing well. They had chances. They scored one.
Even after that,
yeah.
Courtois made saves. Rafa hits the crossbar.
The Rios
what a
shot.
What a save.
Like, I don't know how that guy saves that ball, dude.
No.
I mean, I honestly don't know.
And then the first, the save, he makes the same save on Arsenis. It's the guy he's the best goalie in the world, man. And again, dude, like for me, dude, I hope we go into next year and there's a new goalie. There's Otamendi's not there. I just hope
I'm truly just tired of all of the again, this has nothing to do with the Prestiani Vinicius thing.
Yeah, of course.
But all the controversy that comes with Real Madrid, I mean, like, there is absolutely no way you could tell me that Valverde should have been playing in that game.
Yeah, so we got to touch on that, right? Because
because we're talking about refereeing too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that punch is crazy.
I've been watching soccer, football for a long time, and I don't know about in other leagues, but I specifically remember an incident when Derlai used to play at Benfica, and he elbowed somebody. He didn't get a yellow card. He didn't get a red card in the game. They went back and reviewed the video and gave him a 3-game suspension.
Yep.
So if the mistake was made,
well, Dave, did Mateus Reis get suspended for stepping on the guy's face?
Yeah, like 4 games, 5 games,
and the Taça last year.
Yeah,
he missed the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Because he stepped on his face.
4 or 5 games.
So they suspend after games.
Yeah. So
Valverde clearly the fact
that like, okay, in the first game, like I said, that situation just threw the referee off.
Yeah.
So I can see it being missed.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be missed because, again, you have a VAR that's supposed to call down and say, hey, this dude just punched this guy in the head.
Yeah.
But the fact that UEFA came out and said that they didn't see anything malicious in the, I mean, that's a joke, dude.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think, I could be wrong, but I'm not sure if any of Madrid's midfielders saw a yellow card through both games.
I don't believe they did.
I don't know if they did.
I don't believe they did. And again, it's not about the yellow cards. It's the fact that the guy punched somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
it was an aggression.
It's a clear punch. It's a
clear punch.
It's a clear punch. And what's crazy to me is how quickly.
And I like that player. I told you.
I love Valverde and Camavinga, my favorite players there.
Man, like Valverde is one of my favorite players.
If it wasn't,
man,
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for Tchouaméni and Valverde, I think they lose the second game.
They probably do. I mean,
Vinicius Jr. was obviously the player of the ties because he scored both goals.
Yeah.
He scored the goals that were important.
Yeah.
But those two guys running the midfield, Tchouaméni was freaking lights out second game.
Yeah.
And the way Valverde ran up and down that field. But the facts are the facts. He did punch down the face. There's an aggression, and UEFA does nothing. And it's very, very crazy.
Well, isn't it in England if you touch somebody's throat, it's an automatic 3-game suspension?
I don't know. I don't know. I know a direct red is a 3-game. 2 or 3 games.
Yeah,
Maybe they throw 2. But I will tell you.
Well, you get a direct red if you grab somebody by the throat.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's a punch. I think the guy should miss the games. But
yeah.
I also don't think that I don't think the refereeing was good. I think there's really
bad, dude.
I think there's a real I think there's bad refereeing in UEFA, bro.
Well, the UEFA for some reason, man. I mean, again, we're talking as like a small team market compared to Real Madrid, Manchester City, Arsenal, all those guys. But dude, it's happened for so long, dude. It's been happening.
Oh my goodness, I mean,
forever, dude.
Go back to last year, and Real Madrid fans are going to tell you that there's a foul on Barredo and then Rafinha
on the
Barca game scores the winning goal. A lot of people tell you there's a foul there. So, and then you go back to Benfica versus Inter Milan. I just brought up earlier where
there's a lot of questionable calls in that.
And it's just, the bigger teams bring more money. I understand it, I get it, but it's to me it's BS. I think
if they not playing well, dude, if they don't deserve to win, don't give it to them.
I ask you this question: if the Vinicius Jr. stuff didn't happen, and the Valverde thing happened, does it go to VAR?
I don't know.
I think it goes to VAR.
I'm pretty sure it does, but again,
I just think the game was in a place, Dave. That's why I said the game shouldn't have continued. I think the game was in a place where the ref wasn't thinking straight, the players weren't thinking, no one was thinking straight anymore. They were worried about a human interaction at this point. That's what people were worried about. They were no longer worried about the game that much anymore. So again, I think UEFA should have suspended. I think UEFA should have suspended Valverde. I think Benfica put in a good fight. I think Real Madrid, for me.
They weren't the better team over the two legs.
I don't want to say they're the better team, but they deserve to go through because Benfica didn't go for it in the second game. As a Benfica, I don't think Benfica went for it enough. Was Benfica played them 3 times, and do I think Real Madrid played better than us in any of those games? I think Benfica was really good against all of them. But again, guess what? My team goes to the press conference. I was furious about this, and they go, "Oh, we lost all 3 games, but we played Real Madrid 3 times. It ends 5-5."
Yeah, I don't know who said that.
The backup coach.
That's why he's a backup coach.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. When did my Benfica become a team that's just happy to score 5 goals against Real Madrid? Mm-hmm. That's what we are now, bro. That's what we've become. That's what Ricostas took us to. I can't stand it, David. I hate the way Benfica is being ran. I hate the things that they're saying. This guy's going to say, oh, yeah, we played them 3 times. We put up 5-5. Who cares? You want a cookie? You're playing one of the Madrid is having one of the worst times getting this team going. They're going through a second manager, and you're happy that you 5-5 them. Congratulations, bro. Go home and sit on the couch and watch the rest of the Champions League at home. And guess who's not? Sporting, because you guys go top 8. I was watching the draw, want to transition to that, and I was hoping y'all got Real Madrid. And the reason I was hoping y'all got Real Madrid, I think y'all can give Real Madrid a good game. I told Chris, who edits these, he's a huge Real Madrid fan. I said I thought that if Madrid played the way they played Benfica, that Sporting would knock them out.
Yeah,
I thought that because Sporting is Sporting knows how to go into a shell better. Sporting knows when to take their chances better, and you could see it the way they played PSG. I thought you guys would do really, really good against Real Madrid, but you guys end up getting Bodo.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
I mean, it's a good draw. It's going to be a difficult one. These guys, man, I mean, they've hit a bunch of big teams, dude. And I had no idea. I was actually watching a clip earlier today, or yesterday, I'm sorry. It's like a Portuguese TV show that they talk about stuff. I didn't realize that Bodo Glimt made it so far in the UEFA Cup last year. But they're like the wonder story this year of the Champions League. So it's going to be a tough game. If you were going to ask me who I would rather have, I would probably say these guys, just because I just don't. I think unfortunately I think that the UEFA is corrupt when it comes to the refereeing, and they would want to carry Real Madrid to the next round. It's going to be difficult for them to do that against Manchester City because they're a big market team too. So.
Well, I don't think. I think the thing is, how do I say this again, man? It's one of those things again. You know, like in the Portuguese league, how Benfica, Sporting, and Porto get the calls against small teams.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
With Real Madrid thing, the City Madrid is just going to be a bang I'm saying. I mean, if a ref makes a decision, it's going to be because it's a mistake.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just easier for them to make the calls against the Sporting. Yeah. So that's why I was saying it's going to be a hard tie for us. This next round. I mean, these guys beat the brakes off of Inter.
They beat City. They beat Inter.
City. Well, they beat. The problem is they beat Inter in a knockout game.
Yeah, twice,
5-2, and in aggregate.
Hold on, they beat City, they beat Atleti, and they beat what was the other one?
I don't remember the other one.
I think it was 5 teams they beat. I think it was 5. Considered 5 big. 5. I think they beat 5 big teams, man. I'm pretty sure, and I can't remember it right. I'm gonna pull it up. Keep talking.
Yeah, but I think the tie for us is going to be a difficult one. But it's I think they have a better chance against Bodo. But again, if I had to play Real Madrid, I would want to play Real Madrid right now.
Especially with not knowing how long Mbappe's going to be out.
Yeah, not knowing how long Mbappe's going to be out.
Yeah.
Asensio, I don't know if that guy is actually like hurt.
Oh man,
he came off on the stretcher.
That's another thing, man. Like good luck to him, man. Because I think they said it wasn't that bad, but that did not look good, Dave.
Yeah, so it did not look good at all. So again, it's this is if you're gonna get a Real Madrid right now.
One sec, they tied to Juve 3-2. They beat Juve 3-2. Excuse me. They tied to Dortmund 2-2. They beat Man City 3-1. They beat Inter Milan Atletico Madrid 2-1. They beat Inter Milan 3-1, and they beat Inter Milan 2-1.
Yeah.
David, tying to Dortmund, beating Juve, which is not a great Juve, by the way.
Yeah.
But still, these are pretty damn impressive results.
Yeah. No, they did. They had a crazy Champions League. They had
a crazy end to the champion, kind of like Benfica's end. Like their end was kind of really, really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be a difficult game.
I think Madrid would have been a better game for you guys because I think they would have opened up, and I think Sporting's really good against teams that open up. They have players that are very, very, very good at that, and I think it would have been good. And it's so crazy to me that we're saying that because, with all due respect, I hope nobody gets mad at me when I say this. There was never a moment in the Benfica Real Madrid that I felt afraid of Madrid.
Yeah,
and the fact that you're saying, I think I would take a Madrid.
What I'm saying is, like, if I had to play Real Madrid, I would rather play them right now.
At this moment. Because they're not scary. And that to me says a lot.
But they're missing a lot of players too.
They're absolutely missing a lot of players.
You got Mbappe out.
Yep.
You got
Jude Bellingham
out.
Yeah. Already
Your defense.
huge. Eder Militao's out.
Yeah, I mean,
Huge.
Asensio's probably out.
Yeah, Eder Militao's out. But
what was crazy too, and not to jump back. I mean, we're going back, but it looked like Real Madrid was defending better with Alaba than with Asensio.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Benfica was already making, but they already made Benfica's subs.
Yeah.
But with that being said, that's because we're still talking about Sporting with it. It's insane that if you would have asked me a year ago if I wanted to see a Benfica go up against the Real Madrid, or 2 years ago, I would be absolutely not.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: if again, it's the problem with the guy's done a great job with what he has, but I still don't have the trust in our coach.
And yours?
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with Madrid. The reason I would say that it would be a good job for you guys to have Madrid now, I don't think that's their coach.
No, that's definitely not their coach.
I keep saying it to Chris, like they had Real Madrid right needed tactics, David.
Yeah.
They need tactics. To touch, because I completely left it on the Benfica game. My bad. Let me just hit this real quick, and it's keeping Sporting in it. They won off of Real. This sums up the tie. Tomás Araujo, when the game is 1-1 still, the game is in the balance. So Benfica just needs a goal to send the extra time. He goes into a 50-50 ball with Valverde. And he loses the 50-50. And Valverde puts one past to Vinny. He's on 1-on-1.
Yeah, I told you when I talked to you.
Things Limpaulo. You have to take it. If you're going to get the ball, get the ball. If you're not going to get it, take him out. No matter what you do, slam him. You have to make sure you get the ball. And it's Benfica's poorly coached. They don't understand players.
I don't know if it's so much poorly coached because Mourinho's always been good with that.
But he's new there, Dave. But Dave, we lost a taça to you guys last year because Florentino Luis didn't do a falta.
Yeah.
And you guys had a breakaway. Jokeres goes down, gets the penalty.
Yeah.
They go to extra time. You guys beat us to 3, whatever.
Yeah.
Because he didn't make a foul. Tomás Araujo, out of the Champions League, yes, we needed a goal still. If Tomás Araujo gets the ball there or wins that foul, the game is still open with 5-10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But the game dies at that moment. Otamendi makes a bad pass out the back. Tomás Araujo misses a 50-50. And because of this, Benfica's out of the Champions League. Because if you take those 2 goals away, David, it's just Vinicius Jr.'s wonderful goal. If it wasn't for Vinicius Jr.'s wonderful goal, Benfica probably wasn't going to suffer goals. They suffer goals off of 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
So to me, this team is beatable because Real Madrid is not tactics at the moment. They're a team that just plays with corazón. They're a team that just plays off the DNA of being Real Madrid. They're a team that doesn't really have a structure when they play. And I think Xabi Alonso could have given him that, but they chose a happiness of Vinicius Jr. and a happiness of Mbappe over a really good manager.
Yeah.
And they didn't allow him to put his, kind of like Manchester United with Ruben Amorim. They didn't allow it to take the time that it takes. So I thought when I was seeing the draw, Sporting getting them could be.
Well, what I was going to say is I think Sporting with Ruben Amorim
beats this Madrid.
Beats the brakes off of this.
Me too. I agree.
The problem is I mean, like I said, it's the coach that we have now. I mean, the guy's been doing a wonderful job, but he hasn't won a lot of big games, dude.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't. So it would have been a tough one.
Yeah.
But if you ask me again, everybody's always going to say, "Oh, well, you got to stop thinking about Ruben Amorim." But I watched Sporting beat Man City 4-1.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
You understand? So like, if you ask me right now, like, I think Ruben Amorim Sporting would have destroyed this Real Madrid
because if they had to play the counter,
sound.
They were tactically sound. If they had to counter you, they could counter you. They could.
I mean, they play well now too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I just think
that 5-back was hard to beat, Dave.
Well, the clamping.
Yeah,
like I said, like if you have to,
because the reason I think Ruben Amorim would have given such a good game to Madrid. Vinicius Jr. does not do good double covered.
Yeah.
He does very good when he's on the island by himself. He cooked Didic on the goal because they left Didic by himself with him. Nobody closed it down.
Yeah.
They left him by himself. That guy is very good on the 1v1s. Against Ruben Amorim's 5-back, there would have never been a 1v1.
No.
You would have had Jenny and Inacio in front of you. And if it wasn't that, then it would have been Jenny and Human or Morita. Yeah. Somebody would have been on top of him with another player. And when they steal the ball, it would have been they would have started running like a bunch of
3-4 passes and they're in the front.
Like a bunch of cheetahs, bro. They just start running in a straight line. Yeah, and they just run so quickly. So
I think that they got going back to Sporting in this Champions League, they got the best chance of going through against this team. I mean, they're gonna have to play well. Obviously, these guys have beaten the brakes off of everybody.
When you're seeing the draw, you want them.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you would rather have them than Madrid.
Of course.
So if we pass this round, we'll play either Arsenal or whoever Arsenal's playing. but I know it's on the same bracket as ours.
Yeah, Arsenal has a really good chance of going to the final. But I will tell you this, dude. If Sporting can get through here, dude.
I mean, the problem is with our small teams, we've seen it happen before. Once they start going in these leagues, dude, in these Champions Leagues, once Sporting, Benfica, Porto,
they're hard.
They're hard. They start to get difficult.
Yeah, because they really know how to put in the back, bro, and they know how to play that defensive stuff if needed. Benfica could never really do it against Madrid because Madrid never really pushed up like that for Benfica to do like shell and then hit them on the counter. But I think that for me, this game is more scarier than the Arsenal game.
The Bodo game? Yeah, I mean, it is. The thing with Arsenal is just those corners and stuff. I mean,
because unless Bodo plays you in a way where you're pushed up, and they're pushed
I
up.
would hope that this
is it going to be a 50-50 open game? Are they going to be sitting in the back and
that's
just
what I'm
counter
saying.
you guys?
I don't know how they play. I haven't seen any of their games.
That's what I'm saying. It depending, right? Because Arsenal's not. You guys ain't going to have the ball against Arsenal.
No.
You're going to have to take your chances against Arsenal. But Sporting are good at that. Sporting are good at taking
against PSG.
Did it very good against PSG.
They didn't touch the ball.
Yeah. And then touch the ball and you guys beat them. So that's why I'm saying I think that style of football, you guys can do it well if needs. And I don't know how Bodo's going to line up against you guys. But to touch on one thing about Sporting from just an outside person, man, Suarez, man.
He's cooking, dude.
What the hell? Second division in Spain. Again, Jócaras, second division in England. By the way, now people are starting to see something in Jócaras. They're starting to, wait a minute.
Yeah. He's doing all right. Did you see that banger he scored last week?
People best said, wait a minute, Skills. Maybe you were right. And I was like, I mean, he was pretty good.
Yeah, Sporting is definitely, I have to give it up to their scouting department, man.
Doing really good with strikers.
They have not really missed with players.
Sporting's done pretty, like Sporting had, from childhood to now, I could just like Jardel, Jardel came from Porto, but Jardel, Jócaras, Suarez. I'm trying to think who was in the middle of that.
Yeah, there wasn't because they used a lot of academy players.
Yeah. There wasn't.
There was a time
they usually had a good nine though. For like they went through a gap there where they didn't have a good nine.
Yeah, I mean we
Lietzen was a long time, dog.
Yeah, I know he was there for like 8 years.
Then he went to Porto. I forgot.
Yeah, he went to Corinthians first, and then he came
to Porto
for one season. But yeah, our scouting department lately though has been great. I mean, we went through like a phase where we were using everybody from our academy, which was the William Carvalho, the Rui Patricio, the Miguel Veloso.
One that hasn't really hit yet is the Greek guy.
The Vianides.
Yeah.
Well, that Fresneda guy has been playing pretty well. There's been links with him with Arsenal.
You didn't like him.
I don't like him. I still don't like him.
Oh, you still don't.
Yeah,
because when you outsigned him, you weren't really using him in that five back. He really
because
picked up in the four
he was
back.
very good at. I remember when Sporting bought him from I think it was Rayo, but don't quote me on that. I don't remember. I think it was Rayo or Real Sociedad. I think it was or something like that. But there was supposedly interest from Barcelona at the same time. So people were upset that Barcelona didn't go sign him because he was like supposed to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
So Sporting signed him. He didn't work in Ruben's system.
Yeah.
He's been playing better this year. I'm not going to say that I still don't like him.
Yeah.
He's been playing better this year, but they were going to sell him last year. It's kind of like a Sherlock thing.
Yeah.
Where they were going to sell him and supposedly Arsenal's going to offer $50 million for him in the summer. Now, who knows if that's true? That's
just rumors.
That's rumors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's been playing well, but the Greek guy didn't do. He's not bad though. When he comes in, he plays well, but it's hard to take the spot away from
the
him.
First 5 games of Suarez, I was like,
I mean, that guy's been scoring
and
lately.
now he's just. I saw in the beginning of the year that he was definitely. Jócaras was a better scorer, but he was a better connector of player. I kept saying he kind of remind no way, shape, or but he's like he's like Suarez.
Yeah.
He has that like style where he could just be a playmaker rather than just a goal scorer at all times. But now the goal scoring is happening.
Yeah.
And he looks to be a very, very solid number 9 that you guys found.
And we're gonna have to play him in the World Cup.
I know. And I saw people say Colombian, right? I saw people saying, and we gotta play Rios. I hope he has. I hope we have 6 points and we're through already. And then Rios has a great game. We get offered 90, like the Enzo thing. But I saw a thing where someone went on social media. It was like, "Yeah, Suarez is doing good again to Jócaras. It's another, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're getting us again type thing." Yeah. But the kid plays. I think Jócaras is phenomenal still. I think he's gonna really impress Arsenal fans as he goes on. But Suarez. Suarez for me has been absolutely amazing. But one guy that we don't talk about a lot, but I think has been one of the sleeper buys for Sporting, legit. Maybe one of the sleeper buys for all three big teams. Your goalie. But dude, your goalie wasn't remember when y'all were rocking that Israel guy?
Yeah.
That was his name, right?
Yeah.
And then y'all switch. Yeah, he's kind of been solid in that.
He hasn't been bad, yeah. He hasn't been bad. I mean, he hasn't been terrible. I mean, we have like the second best defense in Portuguese
I take
league.
him over Trubin. Benfica like Trubin. I don't like Trubin.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't even tell you this. Real Madrid, a lot of people won't know this, bro, but the Real Madrid kind of threw a little jab at Benfica without them seeing it. So that kid that they have is like a wonder kid. His name's Thiago.
The one that came in?
Benfica almost had him.
Oh, yeah.
Benfica almost had that kid. They were so close to having him.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid took him to their academy. And they're like, hey, go play against Benfica. Hey, yo, come on, bro.
Yeah, Real Madrid. We stole Real Madrid's biggest guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't remember what his name is, but he plays for our youth team.
Really?
Right now. Yeah. We took him
I think in the summer you told me that you were taking somebody from.
Yeah.
The Thiago kid was supposed to go to Benfica and then he decided to go to Madrid last minute.
Yeah.
So that one was pretty amazing. Anything else you want to touch on?
Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. If anything else you want to touch on, man, let's touch on it.
Nah, we pretty much touched everything. What I will ask you though is, if you had to build 11 for you, who would you choose right now out of the Portuguese league?
Out of all
the three big teams.
Why don't we do this? I'll take a position, you take a position, I'll take a position. All right. Goalie, Costa.
Yeah, agree with you on that one. All right. Left back, I'll take Maxi Araújo.
Okay. All right. Nice. Center back. That center back from Porto, dude. I don't know his name. Yep, that guy.
I agree.
I like
agree
that
too.
guy. I think that guy's good.
And, my other one, I'm going to take Inacio, and it's not because I'm a Sportingista, but those were going to be my two if I was picking them.
Okay.
So you go right back.
Right back, healthy Ba, but he's not healthy.
Yeah.
He's not. He hasn't been healthy enough. He hasn't been playing. So I'm going to take Didic because with the center defenders we have already, he could defend. The guy's good going forward.
I agree with you 100%.
Didic.
All right, so we're essentially going to do we're going to bust out our board here.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a 4.
Let me see what you got going on there.
So we're going to do a 4-2.
Okay, Ruben.
2. Or
Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, right here. Boom.
Okay. All right. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
So
I love it.
we got our back line.
Oh, I love this.
So we're going to look for two sixes, all right?
2 6s.
So
I take Didic, yes.
Mine is going to be first. I'll take Human.
Okay. This is tough for me, man. He's kind of a 6, but not a 6. I think I'm going to put Arsenis here.
Yeah, I would too. I'm with you on that.
I got to put Arsenis in this one. All right, Arsenis.
Arsenis. So let's go.
Left wing or right wing, you pick. Which one
I'm
you want?
trying to think here. I'm going right. Ooh, who would I take at right wing? Well, it was definitely not a Benfica player because you guys don't have right
we
wings.
put anybody there.
I would probably say I would have to put Trincon there.
Okay.
On the right wing.
Okay, so now we're at the middle cam position.
Middle cam or left wing.
I'm taking that Porto kid, man. The blonde one.
Froholt.
I'm building that. He has to be in this team somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm taking him.
I agree with you.
I'm taking him.
So at the 10 or at the
10
cam or
at the cam. At the cam. Yeah, so you're on the left.
So I'm on the left. Right now.
Yeah.
I would say Sherlock on the left.
What?
Right now.
With the way he's played like the last 3 games?
Yeah.
Damn. I did not say. All right, 2 strikers?
2 strikers.
Pavlidis.
Suarez.
Samu's
hurt. I said right now.
True. But now. Samu wasn't scoring more than Suarez and Pavlidis were better than Samu. Even when he was healthy. Yeah. They were scoring more goals.
Yes.
That's a solid team. I think we did all right.
I mean, Sherlock is a little bit of a question mark. I'm just saying as of right now. Now. I mean, because you can't really name very many left wingers right now.
No, the Portuguese league doesn't really.
I mean, Porto doesn't really have one. They have that young kid that they just started playing, and then the Borja signs, but I wouldn't choose him over those guys. And then, you got on the right, it would be Trincon, Jenny. Porto has that William Gomes. Benfica has Cristiani.
Yeah.
So I think you would have to go with that. And the 2 best strikers in our league to me are.
So how do we do it? Benfica got 2?
So
Benfica
we got Diogo Costa.
Yeah.
Right?
Porto
Diogo Costa at 1.
A center back is from Porto.
Yeah, we got a left back of Maxi Araújo.
Sporting.
Yeah, and then The two defenders are going to
Porto
be
and Sporting.
Porto and Sporting.
2-2.
Inacio and Benderek. Right back, we got Dedic.
Yeah, Benfica.
Austiners and Human in the midfield.
Yeah.
Then we got Sherlock,
Yeah.
Froholt,
Yeah.
Trincon,
Yeah.
Pavlidis, and Suarez.
I think we're like at 3-3-4. I think it's like 2-4-3 or something like that. Sporting and Porto. Sporting and Benfica had 4.
Benfica, Sporting, then we got.
You said Benfica, but that was a question mark.
That's a question mark, yeah.
Yeah, put a question mark for that one.
Okay, and then we got Porto.
Yeah.
We got Sporting.
Yeah.
We got Sporting.
Benfica. Yeah.
And we got Benfica.
Yeah.
Porto.
Yeah.
Sporting.
Yeah.
Sporting.
And then Porto net.
And then Porto in that.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3 Porto players.
Yep. And then 3 Benficas with that question mark.
Yeah. 3
So it's 3
Benficas.
and 4 Sporting.
Yeah,
And 4 Sporting. Because that last one's a question mark. We don't really know who to put. I'm trying to think of who's a player that you could just put that's really good that's been playing really well this year that you would just throw in that position.
The left wing?
Just like anyone you could put there that deserves to be there. Porto, Sporting, Benfica.
I mean, Porto has that.
That's tough.
It is tough, man. I mean, the way Porto would normally be there,
But Porto's
been
so
hurt.
There's that. Can that team beat a Madrid?
Oh, I think so.
You think?
I think so.
If you mix them all?
If you mix them all together, I think we could.
Yeah, I don't think we beat Arsenal. I think Arsenal smacks that. Dude. I think Arsenal might smack that.
Might.
You know what's crazy? At center back, I was going to say Thiago Silva. But I was like, nah,
Thiago
bro.
Silva
He hasn't played enough. He hasn't played enough.
I mean, that Benderek guy has been playing well for Porto.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a cool way to end it. Like what we think.
That was dope. I like that, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Remember, guys, that to head over to the other channel if you want to hear like the full conversations and all that. And just
more 8 and 9.
Mm-hmm. More 8 and 9 skills. And just to touch on it one more time, guys, I want you to really, really understand this. I don't accept what took place in that field. I know you don't accept what took place in that field. I think investigation needs to happen before you blame someone fully. That's why in all of my videos I continue to say if. I want you to know that we have a lot of black people in our family. Yeah. We take that stuff very seriously. We don't mess around with that. So in any way, shape, or form. So again, as my Benfica, I will always defend my Benfica as my club. But at the same time, it needs to be understood that one person doesn't represent.
And also say don't associate one person's mistake to an entire
or a group of fans. Because there's been a lot of group of fans of Benfica fans that have thrown flares on fans. I've called you and I've said this should not be accepted in Benfica Stadium. They're throwing flames on top of people.
The things is the fans were out of line in the Benfica.
Well, they've already been suspended. Benfica
Real Madrid game.
Yeah, Benfica suspended them already. There's already been like
nothing
5, 6 people.
Fans.
Yeah, there's already been 5, 6 people suspended. They can never go back in the stadium. So there's already been players that have been people that have been banned. So that's not us, man. We're not like we don't stand for that. I love my Benfica to bits and pieces, man. But that was a bad decision from a kid. If it happened. Again, if it happened, I think it'll take place. And what needs to happen will happen. But again, man, make sure to follow us over here, man. And every week we'll try to drop one of these for you guys. So
go check out more 8 9 skills for the rest of the world.
Yeah, all the teams. Yeah, and then Benfica Porto this weekend. We didn't even touch on that. Shit.
We got Sporting.
Oh my goodness, we didn't touch on any of it. Okay, but the next podcast is going to be lit because we got a Sporting Benfica.
We got Sporting Porto for the Taça de Portugal, and then we got Benfica Porto on the Sunday following. So we'll have a podcast right in between.
Oh.
So we'll have some stuff to talk about.
I won't be mad. I won't be mad before mine because I know Benfica's going to lose to Porto. I'm going to be mad.
But that's why that's why and drop a comment down below if you guys actually think that was a penalty.
That's why that game matters so much.
The Porto game.
Yeah,
because that would have been a big turn because
if they tied, Benfica would have been 5 points or something like that. And then Benfica wins.
Yeah.
If Benfica beats them, which is at home against Porto, they would have been 2 points. And Sporting probably would have been in first place if they won all their games.
Yeah, so drop a comment down below if you think that was a penalty or if we're just idiots.
Love you guys. And remember, we are just 2 dudes sitting on the couch talking football. Love you guys, man. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.